Okay, so a lot of people know your brother Rocky Johnson and your nephew, I guess.
Yes.
The Rock.
Absolutely.
You want to tell me a bit about your wrestling career as Ricky Johnson?
My wrestling career started in 1978, and I had my first match in Hamilton, Ontario, and then from there I went and teamed up with my brother in Hawaii, and we were Polynesian Pacific Tag Team Champions, and it's a long story, as all stories are, so I won't bore you with all the details. My nephew decided, after he graduated from the University of Miami, they wanted to be a football player. He went to play for the Calgary Stampeders up here in Canada. That didn't work out too well, and then one day he called me and he said, "Unc, you have an extra pair of wrestling boots?" And this is a shoe. And I said, "Yeah, man, I do." I said, "Why?" He said, "I want to wrestle." And I sent him the boots. I guess he put them on and they fit. You know the rest.
Oh, so you were one of the people he talked to when he was getting into the business?
I didn't train him, but I talked to him, absolutely. My brother, Pat Patterson, and a bunch of guys down in Tampa, Florida, trained him. And Pat was instrumental. Pat Patterson was instrumental in him actually becoming a star, because Pat seen the look. He had that look. He obviously, you know, when you can talk, it's a major thing in this industry when you're able to talk. And he was able to do that well, and he had the look, and he learned how to wrestle, and progressed from there, and then it went into some other things, his movies and stuff that he's doing now, so it's pretty cool.
You knew he was an athlete, obviously, but did you expect him to do as well as he has in life at this point?
Absolutely. I knew it when he was 4 or 5 years old, when we were living in Connecticut, in Hammond, Connecticut, when my brother was working for the WWF, the old WWF back then, excuse me, with the Wild Samoans and Paul Orndorff and Hulk and all them guys. And Dwayne was doing promos when he was like 4 years old. And I said to his mom, I said, "What's he doing?" And she said, "He's doing promos." And I said, "He's going to be something. Like, this is unreal. He's like 4 or 5 years old. I mean, nobody does that at 4 or 5 years old." He did it, and the proof is in the pudding now. So.
Do you have any stories you like to tell about Dwayne that people might not know otherwise?
Yeah, actually I can tell you one that sticks out of my mind. When we were living in Tampa, Florida, we bought him a little, his mom bought him a little poodle, and I think he was about 4 years old then. And the poodle got outside somehow and met up with another poodle, or with another dog. And Dewey come running in the house, and he was, I think, like I said, 4 or 5 years old. He come running in the house, and he said, "Mom," he said, "Tex," the dog, or poodle's name was Tex. He said, "Tex is stuck to another dog." and I guess they were doing what dogs do. So.
And you wrestled in this Toronto area a lot. How popular was wrestling in Toronto during its heyday here?
Wrestling was very popular. Toronto was one of the hubs of wrestling in its heyday. Jack Tunney and Frank Tunney, and then Vince came in with the WWE and all. Or prior to that, Jimmy Crockett came in with NWA. And Toronto was popular. Maple Leaf Gardens was sold out every 2 weeks. So, you know, it was good times there, and all the guys worked hard, and a really good bunch of guys, and I appreciated getting the opportunity to work with them.
So you wrestled for WWE in a few matches? And
just a few matches. I worked mostly for NWA, but mostly independently. When I went to Arabia and Japan, I went independently. I wasn't working for a company.
What was the highlight of your pro wrestling career?
When me and my brother, that's a very easy question. When me and my brother, we wrestled in front of, I think it was 52,000 people in Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1985, and that was a supercard. We had guys from the WWE, WWF, NWA, AWA, independent guys from Japan with Inoki and all them guys, and it was a supercard, and that, for me, that's got to be the highlight of my career.
And do you still keep in contact with your nephew today?
Yes, absolutely. He's busy. We don't we're not bosom buddies anymore because obviously he's busy. But we talk probably once a week, I guess, and just to catch up and say, hey, what's up?
And what's your favorite movie that he's done?
The Game Plan. That's with a little girl, because I have a bunch of little nieces and my own daughters and granddaughters and stuff, and it's important to me. He does. I like, the action movies are pretty cool that he does, but the family-friendly movies are more important because all the children can watch, so that's important.